Yellow. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are cleaning out the garage, and I know to some people this may not, excuse me, seem like a lot of stuff, but this drives me crazy. I like to have things minimal and small. I just don't like having a lot of stuff around. I find it that when I'm in a clean space and when I have less things, it just really gives me a peace of mind. So I am going through the garage here, and we went through every single bin, every screw, organized things, had a location for just everything that you would keep in a garage, which really was such a good feeling afterwards. We also cleaned out the shed that's on the side of the house, but I didn't end up recording that. My husband actually ended up cleaning that out for us, but we got rid of a lot of cleaning supplies that were expired and just no longer good. And yeah. One of the big things that I wanted to do here was condense everything down to one rack. So the rack on the side that you see, the other top piece of it, as you can see, it's on the left-hand side of the vacuum cleaner. The top part is down in the basement, and we ended up loading this up in the car, and I'm gonna drop it off at Goodwill because we couldn't find the pieces to connect it together, A, and B, like I said, I wanted to condense everything down. So everything was just on one rack. I knew where everything was, had a, location in the spot for everything. And, just didn't have a lot of stuff just lingering around. And a lot of the cleaning supplies, like I said, were expired, and it was just stuff that was left over from the previous owners that we never use. So, why keep it? And one thing, like I've said, that has really brought me a lot of joy, I noticed, since I've gotten older, is really just keeping things minimal. I don't like, say, for example, in your closet, right? I used to be the kind of girl that, buys shoes, buys clothes, and things of that nature. But since I've gotten older, I really enjoy having a more condensed closet. I don't like to think about, what I'm gonna wear, or like have so many options, if that makes sense. I like putting outfits together, pairing things together, but having a small collection of clothes to do that. And that's kind of like how I like things around my house as well. Like, for example, in your kitchen drawer, having a bunch of utensils, I don't like that. I condense things down to, one or two things. And, that way I don't, it just clutter, just having a bunch of unnecessary stuff, or having 2, 3 ladles, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladles, for me, I don't see the point in that. And then you're having to wash 4 ladles. Instead, I like having, 1 or 2. And if I have to reuse it, I just wash it. That's my mentality. I don't know, call me crazy. So right here, as you can see, I'm just going through everything. I'm throwing away things that we don't need. I'm condensing down all of the bins. I used one bins for screws, nails, things of that nature. And then another bin I used, I put all the tools, like the bigger tools, hammers, screwdrivers, stuff like that. Then I used another bin for tapes, adhesive things like that. So like I said, I like having things neat and organized, and yeah. My hubby uses tools for work, so I was making sure that I was keeping him in the loop, because I'm the type of person, I will throw it out, or donate it. I like to donate things. So I was just making sure that I wasn't throwing out any important tools that he uses for work or anything like that. And this inspired him to go through his tools and organize everything. So things are nice and neat so that when he needs something at work, he's not having to search for it and he knows where it's at. And that's another thing that drives me crazy too, is put stuff back. Come on now. When you use something, put it back. That's how I like things to be in the household. I think if I could have like a storage bin for every single thing in the house, I probably would, because I'm crazy like that. But storage bins can actually get expensive, especially if you get the nice ones that are lined and have the little wheels or the nice handles. And yeah, me being the kind of frugal gal that I am, I'm not about that life. I'm not about to spend a whole bunch of money on some bins. I'd rather go to the thrift store or secondhand store and find them, which I usually do. Your girl can find some things for cheap, let me tell you. And here I am condensing things down. This was Revive for the grass. So I'm just getting rid of unnecessary bottles. Like I said, just getting things organized and condensed down. And it was just such a good feeling. One thing I will admit though, I have 3 vacuums, but hear me out. One vacuum I use specifically for outdoor stuff. So outdoor rugs and in the cars, that stays in the garage. And then I have the same vacuum for thicker rugs that our Shark doesn't pick up. And then I have the Shark vacuum that has a lot of attachments. So yeah, I'm crazy. And these racks come with these plastic linings. And initially I was going to clean them. And then I thought, why do we even need these? Is it really even necessary to have these? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of them. And yes, your girl was breaking it down. We were listening to music, just having a great time. And I was getting it in, son. So once I got the rack back in place, I decided to put it kind of more towards the middle of the wall, because when the cars come in with the rack being towards the end of the wall, it was just a little hard to, get things and put them back. So I decided to put it in the middle of the wall, and I didn't really record every single time that I was going back and forth and adding things to the rack, because as I was adding things, obviously I was moving them around, things that, could fit in better compartments. I was trying to use the space as best I could. So this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. We had 3 different gas tanks and we only use this main one for our lawnmower. So it's pointless. We've never used the other 2. The other 2, I'm pretty sure, were left behind by the previous owners. So I was asking my husband, I'm like, what's the use of us having 3 of these? And he actually agreed. He's like, yeah, I don't know why we've kept all 3 of them, because we only use the main one. So we ended up donating the other 2. And I ended up moving this bin here that I just put down on the ground is the bin that I filled with like bigger tools. I ended up, obviously the saw and everything couldn't fit. So I took one of the storage bins that we had from downstairs in the basement and utilized it, and just transferred all the saws and bigger, like the sander, the bigger type of tool equipment that we have in there. And it ended up fitting perfectly. It was so satisfying. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy organizing, like putting things on racks and putting things in bins and, you know, making them fit and strategically planning and all that. I'm really crazy. I know I am, but that's okay. That is okay. We're coming up on the tail end here of the organization process, but I wanted to tell you guys these foam, like the black foam things that are on the ground, these come in handy. This was actually like, you know, those swimming noodles for the pool. These come in really big handy for your pipes in the wintertime. So just split the noodle down the middle and cut it and make it adjustable to your pipes. And it's really good, like I said, for keeping your pipes from freezing. So just put the noodle around your pipe, and you can even tape it off with some duct tape. But that's something that is a cheap solution if you're needing something like that. This wagon also, you guys, is clutch for real. This, we got this at Sam's Club and it was like 60 bucks. We got it on sale. Definitely check out Sam's Club. It was seriously a really good investment. It's very, very sturdy. We've used it for our son on like trips when we go to the park. We'll pack it with, you know, lunches and blankets and pillows so that when he wants to take a nap, he can do so. Or you can fill it, you know, if you're going to the beach. We ain't got no beach here, unfortunately, but you know, you can definitely use it for that. But this wagon is such a good investment. Definitely check out your local Sam's Clubs. They probably have something similar at Costco as well. We have both memberships, but Sam's is closer to us, so we go to Sam's quite often. I was actually pretty surprised that my son just stayed there while I pulled out the lawnmower because he is so scared of it. It's so crazy because when the lawnmower is going, he loves being outside and listening to the lawnmower go, and he likes watching you mow the lawn. And once it's off, he gets super upset. But every time we leave and like go out into the garage, or, you know, go from the garage back into the house, he gets so scared going by it. So I always make it a point that when we walk by it for him to touch it, and he'll do it if you're with him, but he definitely kung fu grips you while you're doing it. It's adorable. I definitely wanted to get rid of this car seat because we have never used it, but it does go to the stroller that we currently have, and we still use the stroller. So I figured I should probably keep it so that if I decide to sell the stroller when he no longer needs it or donate it, I have both of them together. And here we go, guys. It is done. It is such a good feeling to have an open, nice space and have everything hung up and organized. My goal was to try to have nothing on the floor, but you know, we got a couple things. This bag of concrete here, I'm gonna end up getting rid of, but we had so much stuff in the trash that it was super heavy and we didn't want to overload it. So next trash day, I will put it out. But yeah, I'm super happy with the results, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing week.